Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, along with the lovely Stevie B.
Hey.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it. I apologize for the delay. Had to do a little doggy rescue. My little dog Lucy got out. You know, ever since we started using a Florida room again because during the summer it's just too hot, and I didn't realize the door was open. Both doors were open, and she snuck out while I was cooking dinner.
I was taking a nap, so
I was
clueless.
I realized 45 minutes ago that she was missing, and I started walking the neighborhood real quick, and
I went one way, he went the other.
Started talking to local. He said, "Oh yeah, somebody had him," and
I had went the other way and ran into the couple that was pulling stuff out of the back of the van. Asked them, and they pointed to one house, and
they called animal control. So animal control came and picked her up. But luckily, we got in touch with the dispatcher, and she got in touch with animal control. Animal control called us, and I just met her, and she dropped. I just picked her up. Yeah. Sorry about that. Family first, though. You know.
Right.
I don't even have comments pulled up. It's great to see everybody here tonight already. We have 46 people watching. Mike, what's up? Thank you for bringing your friends with you. I appreciate it. It's good to see everybody. Northwoods, what's happening? Nez Lover, great to see you.
Sandra Piper.
Hey, Val. Gooden's Auto, how's it going? Brandon Chewy, what's up, buddy?
Nez. How you doing, Nez?
Christy, welcome. Who else?
Greetings, Danny. Oh.
I know. I wanted to check the mic. I was waiting for somebody to say, "Oh, you're muted." By the way.
Like last time.
Yeah, we went on.
We weren't going to do it all over again this time.
The other day, and it was a little muted.
Yeah.
So we started the show, and I had to do it twice. But yeah, everything worked out. Southern Grits, welcome.
OCTS. How you doing? Good to see you.
Raymond, what's up?
Hey, Jane. Good to see you.
Welcome.
So many people. Chiro.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. It's great to see everybody this early. Chiro's here. Is Midwest here as well?
I believe so.
Danny Staten, what's up? So, guys, if you're new, like I see a lot of new faces, welcome.
First, this never happens.
I'm never late. I'm
never.
Shit, it took 2 years before I took off a show.
Contrary to what Mr. Lee says every show. Never late.
But what I do is we just hang out, and I will post the link in chat, like right now. And anybody wants to come on that's in chat can click on that link. Come on, say hi, introduce yourself. You got a story to tell or whatever, just come hang out. We love meeting new people.
Yes.
And we've been doing this for a while now. Amazingly, over 3 years.
Right.
And it's great people like Mike that help promote, because Lord knows I've done enough of it, and I'll continue to. You got a channel you want to promote. You're sitting in chat. You're like, come on and tell us about it. Tell what your channel's about, and we'll throw it a bone. We're good like that. My face may not be what you want to see, but it's nowhere near as bad as my ex.
Right.
Hey, Breeze.
Breeze.
Great to see you. Yeah, no fishing report. We've been fishing. We've been trying, but nothing's biting. I don't know why. I don't know if it's cold front. I don't know. But Ms. Dill, we're not having a fishing report, so you can pop in now.
Right. There's nothing to report. We tried. I tried off and on all day yesterday.
Miss Dill's lurking until the fishing report's over, I'm sure.
Right. It's safe to come out.
I did throw together a quick dinner, and that's what distracted me. I was like, shit. I wasn't that hungry, and then it was like she was taking a nap, and I'm like, nah, I got to cook something.
I woke up starving.
And it was like I just grabbed shit out of whatever and threw it together.
Whatever shit you grabbed and threw together was very good. Wonderfully good.
We had frozen 2 different bags of not
Potatoes.
whole bags of French fries. One was like steak wedges, and the other was shoestring
I'm
sweet
sorry.
potatoes.
I didn't mean to interrupt by laughing, but I just read Sharon Guy's comment. She was saying hi, and she said, "Sorry, I'm late."
Oh no worries.
If she only knew.
You barely beat us here.
Right, we just got here.
Or we barely beat you, I should say.
Right.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
I just fried up. I baked all these different potatoes, and they were a bunch of French fries, and I smothered them in a country gravy with sausage, and then what else? I put
Friday.
two fried eggs on top of that, and a fried pork chop on the side with toast.
With toast. With toast.
Yeah, it was pretty damn good.
Yeah. Reminded me of Denny's, just way better.
Hey, Trackway. Michael Haywood. What's up, buddy?
Michael, how you doing?
Lula Bell.
Hey, Val.
What else?
See, I woke up and barely woke up and had a plate handed to me, and I sit down to eat, and that's when he realized where's Lucy. I'm like,
I was
wait,
like, where's Lucy?
I
Usually I'm tripping over her.
yeah, I think I went from the bedroom to the bathroom to the living room and sat down. That was it. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I was expecting I didn't know what to expect when she dropped her off. And here's a ticket for this, a ticket for that. No,
they're
she was cool
generally-
as
yeah,
hell, and
they usually are. They just want to do right by the animals, you know.
Well, yeah. I can't count how many times I've lost that dog. She's a runner. Ever
She
since from the time that I got her, she was a runner. She was running when we got her. Like
That's
No,
how they
no.
got her.
Check this out.
That's how they got her.
my before my second wife and I got married, she went to an event at a local state park. It was might have been a powwow, or it was Verde River Days or whatever. This was in Arizona. And Sedona Animal Shelter had a booth there, and they were doing adoptions. So I wasn't there, but my now ex was sitting on a park bench, and Lucy came out of nowhere, running across the field and hopped up on her lap, and had a collar that says "Adopt Me." So yeah. And I get a phone call. Can we have a dog? I'm like, oh, I hadn't thought about it. I was always a cat person, but I was like, yeah, absolutely. And from the time she could get out through a fence or whatever, she was a runner. But 13 years later, she's still fucking doing it.
I swear, I remember one of the first times I saw her run was at the 168, and I just remember seeing Moogs running the fence line in flip-flops after her. And anytime Lucy runs, Maya will go after her. Goes with her. Maya was on a long lead, and long enough that she could walk around pretty good, and she took off, and I couldn't yell or react enough because I could see it coming. She just ran as hard as she could after them, and it just threw her back. It jerked her back. She couldn't go.
When we got to the 168, when I got there with my dogs, Maya and Lucy were there. I meet Stephanie at the gate, Stevie B at the gate, and this truck pulls in front. I've told this story. It's blocking the gate, and they finally back up. I pull through, they go through, whatever we did it, because I couldn't back up. I'm pulling a pop up. And as I'm pulling through the gate, something happened. Something just fucking ticked me off. Where I yelled. I says, why can't anything go fucking right? But I yelled it. But it was to myself. It was just venting. I just drove, through 2.5 days, 2,500 miles to get there. And I put it in park. And at a corner of my eye, I see someone coming at me, coming to my door, and it's midnight. It's
midnight. We're in the middle of the forest, basically, the pitch black.
just east of Okeechobee.
We're
and I throw open a door, and it's Carrie Arnold, and my first response was, "Don't fucking come walking up on me like that," because this was a challenge. And he yells, "What's with the attitude?" That's as far as that got. Because Lucy and Maya jumped out of the truck and took off, and she ran. Maya went first. Lucy went first. Maya followed
right after.
I took off running.
He took
across the street.
He took off one way across the street.
Bush. I mean,
tree line.
I finally catch Maya, or I don't remember who I caught.
You got Maya.
I turn around and there's Carrie next to me.
Carrie and Lucy.
Carrie and Lucy.
I'm standing at the gate. They took off so far across the street and into the tree line. I couldn't hear nothing. I couldn't hear the dogs. I couldn't hear them running. I'm standing there. I mean, just imagine hearing crickets, because that might have been it. And then all of a sudden I see Carrie coming holding Lucy, walking, and I'm like, "What? Where's Mokes? Where?" He was like, "I don't know. I didn't see him." He said he went after Lucy. And then a minute later, here he comes walking across the street, holding Maya by the collar, guiding her back. But I'm just standing there like, "Oh my God, what just happened?"
And we got lucky because the next day or the day after,
I think it was
we went across the street. We were looking for. We were looking for firewood.
We were just leaving to go look for firewood. And
we ran into, there's a canal back there that we knew nothing about. It was
yards,
midnight.
Maybe.
It was
maybe
pitch
not
black.
even.
It's from where I took off to the water's edge was probably 75 yards, and it was all woods. And then it just dropped off.
A drop off to a canal full of gators, full of gators. Suzanne, Susie B. Hi, Susies.
So yeah, Lucy's always been a runner. I mean, so many times in Arizona. And I meant the last time I went to Ace, that was what I forgot to do, was get new tags with my new number, my new address, because she tried calling and that phone is no longer in service.
Right.
Suzanne, how are you? Susie B, welcome. So yeah, that was tonight's excitement. I got in here. I was like,
breathe. Take deep breaths.
Bruce, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Where are you coming from?
Well, I'm from Oregon. But anyways, I got your channel from Mike.
Very good.
So Mike said you were a good dude and cool person. So anybody that he's following, if he gives me the name or link or whatever, I'll support.
No, I appreciate it. Speaking of Mike,
I saw you in chat, Bruce.
What's up, Mike?
So, Mike, I got a question for you, man.
What's that, bro?
So, okay, so I believe it was like in August. I've been watching Bigfoot stuff, but I don't know like all this kind of like everything, obviously. But I've heard people talk about whistling. I had woke up
not to do it.
No, like I heard whistling, and it wasn't like a bird. Like your birds will chirp.
You heard whistling, okay?
but it was like like you could tell like something was on one side, and then on my side where I was camping at, something, because I was up in the mountains, and then something was on my side, and it was like a back and forth. So they do that.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. Mike would know
Yeah.
more than me.
Yeah, they absolutely do. Yeah. Like a lot of times they want to be subtle, right? You know what I mean? So you'll get some people that say they don't mimic things, but they do. They mimic everything, just like we do, right? You know what I mean? Like,
I've heard stories of them mimicking a chainsaw.
Yeah, they mimic around here. They mimic like Harleys. They mimic sirens, and because they can't be like woo. You know what I mean? They can't be like screaming like a real like a typical Sasquatch, right? So they have to they blend in, right? You know what I mean? So if there's yeah, I mean absolutely. Whistling is very common. I mean, I've heard it happen right in my ear and been like, like I mean a whistle like right in my ear. I don't know how to whistle, but I've had it happen right in my ear and looked at them and like there's nothing there, So yeah, absolutely.
So what do you do out in Oregon, Bruce? Do you do any research or just
like I've just started kind of just getting more into researching. But like I gotta watch people like Mike. I'm watching other people. There's the guy Cliff that used to be on
Cliff
he runs
Rockman?
yeah. So I've watched like him. And stuff, so like just trying to get like the idea. It's like I've never gone out and looked but I just thought it was where I was at. I just thought it was like somebody was going back and forth, and maybe it was just one, I don't know, but it kind of spooked me because it was still like it was summertime, so it was getting light at like 5 a.m. I was up and I was just sitting there at the fire and I just kept hearing this back and forth. So I always wondered, do they do that? And obviously I didn't know. I just thought it was somebody, doing that.
Especially if you're at a campfire and it's nighttime. You know what I mean? My buddy's out there. Oregon Sasquatch Encounters, his channel. Mike Bodwitz, really good guy. He's got some books out. Like, he might be somebody good for you to check out because I mean, me and him are very similar, very in sync. But he's in your area. You know what I mean? So it might be helpful for you.
All right. Yeah, I'll check him out.
Yeah, great guy. You can reach out to him.
Cool.
Very, very approachable guy.
All right. Cool, man.
No, because you might be able to hook up with him and maybe do some little more research or something.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Well, at one time I can honestly say I never liked research and I never liked learning, but I guess the older that we get, like it just now is just like, hell yeah, man, learning stuff.
Just consider it being observant during a hike.
Yeah,
it's just you don't have to name it. Just you gotta get out there and do it.
Yeah, I always say if you don't love nature, it won't love you back. You know what I mean? So like, you have these people who go out looking for Bigfoot, but like they can't stand being out there. You know what I mean? Because like it beats you up. You know what I mean? It's unforgiving.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot out of you depending on where you're at. I mean,
right.
It's unforgiving. Yeah, like
if you're in a mountain state, my condolences.
Somebody asked me once, they were like, oh, imagine if you had one of those step counter bracelets since the day you started. Imagine what that thing would say. And I was like, holy shit. It like really made me think. I'm like, oh yeah.
How many steps you've taken since you started walking in the woods? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you could have circled the earth once or twice.
Yeah,
straight line.
Couple times.
Hey, Jen. How you doing?
What's up, Jen?
Yeah, we did a room raid and then you were late. I was like, oh shit.
He was
I saw it and I was like, oh shit. I'm standing over in the parking lot waiting for the animal control to show up, and it's 9:00. I text her, Stevie, real quick. I'm like, just hop in chat and you know, do something.
He's like, if you're
It's
not
every-
glad to win.
Everybody was super patient. Actually, it was cool. It was,
No, everybody was talking and hanging out, and
yeah.
next thing you know, there was like 40 people. I was like, wow, yeah, that was cool.
No, I do appreciate it.
Nah, I mean, you know me. I like to. That's all you guys do is support other people, and like I
Try.
don't often see it returned. And that's not like a dig at anybody. It's just whatever. It is what it is, And
Yeah, well, it's not what I'm. I'm more of a giver than a receiver.
yeah. I'm the same way. I'm better at I'm better at like, I don't know, like at the end of like if I'm a guest somewhere and they're like, oh, well, where can people find you? I'm like, I like plug the show them on. Like I don't like
that. Who did you just do that with? Jessica. Over on
probably.
Spaced Out Radio.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, oh, tell us, blah blah blah, and you're like, yeah, and you give her address or whatever. You plugged her show instead of. You're like, I don't plug my own show.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It feels awkward to me.
Yeah, but that's how people find you. Is you got to tell them about yourself.
Yeah, I know. I figure the universe does what it does,
Excuse me.
Then you get what you get.
Yeah.
Amy, hello, welcome.
Bruce, you got a channel, don't you? I looked briefly.
Yeah, I got a channel, but since you guys are talking about all this support and like my stuff was really just about going on with kind of really nothing, I mostly just supported like a lot of people, like like I come in from like the Philippine community and met a lot of good friends.
Nice.
And it's like they always want to like, just like you did for your friend here, they want to give you, like your friend here, they want to give him the support. And then when you say, hey, can we get your channel? We want to support you back. We want to do this. And it's like, I'm not really doing nothing. I might come on and do a video in a year. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody's into that, doing their own channel. Everybody here has one.
Sure.
Everybody in chat has a channel. It's just a matter of what you do with it.
What you do with it, yeah. 'Cause
Well,
you have to
yeah,
create a
I
channel
mean-
to get involved in chat.
Well, I meant like he has a couple of videos on there. Like some people don't. You have to hit that like create channel. That's all it takes really. Like you can make an account, but then once you hit that create channel, then it's like it opens up that window where it's like now you're like gotta they want you to put stuff there. You know what I mean? And then it gets it's tough, man. I didn't know where the hell I was going with it when I started.
Yeah, but the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, why not?
Whatever you can come up with. You don't, you're here on a Bigfoot channel or in the community right now, but you might be like, you know what, I'm going to go do a fishing channel or I'm going to do something else. But the opportunity is there to do it, and that's what I think is so cool about this whole thing.
Mhm.
Anybody can put something out.
Yeah.
And I definitely encourage it.
I do. Yeah, I totally agree.
Grasshopper, what's up, buddy?
I mean, there's so much of everything, right? On YouTube. People, what do they call that? Magnet fishing and stuff. I think I ended up somehow getting a video on some guys, like some young kids, they were magnet fishing. All of a sudden they found a gun box. They found a gun.
You
It's
see
like
a lot of those guys finding guns.
I've gone magnet fishing a bunch and I videoed it a bunch, but I didn't always post them. So only occasionally would I post them because like it was beautiful scenery. Like a lot of times I wasn't really finding much. But the best story I have is there was this event and there was all these high-ranking people, right? Like high-ranking officers, high-ranking like public officials and politicians and all sorts of stuff. And the newspaper was all there, this and that. And this like whatever, he's like the mayor, right? drops his keys in the sewer. Boop. Goes all the way down to the, I mean, you know, what, 30, 40 feet down. And there's a fire, you know, there's policemen, firemen, whatever. So like one of the guys is like, oh, they're like, how are we going to get it out? We got to call this. We got to call that. I was like, so my son is like, Dad, you could get it out. And I'm like, oh shit, I probably could. So I go and I get the magnet and I'm like, oh, it doesn't fit through the sewer grate. So this guy's like, I got the thing that pops the sewer top. So he pops the sewer top and I go and I lay on my stomach and, you know, I got two people holding my ankles and I'm hanging over the sewer and I'm lowering the thing down and it, bing, you know, sure as shit, it picks up 1,200 pounds. So it sucked those keys right to it. And I reeled it back up. And next thing you know, like they're taking pictures of us and they put us in the paper and like, you know, save the day and blah, blah, blah. And like, it was, so that was my best magnet fishing experience was in a sewer.
I know.
Yeah.
I have a magnet, but it's not a 1,200-pound magnet.
Whoa.
Well, hey, kitty.
That cat's eyes were blue.
Wow.
Those are some blue eyes.
Wow. Jay Fritz, how are you? Friends with Monsters, welcome. Jay says, bought me an ultralight and a can of worms. Still didn't
He
buy it.
said 2 days he hasn't caught anything. We haven't either. We haven't caught anything. I was out there up north all day yesterday. Didn't catch anything.
This is my trooper right here.
Oh,
His
wow.
leg can't get fixed. He's got a leg that can't get fixed. But I'll tell you something. This guy here has got the heart. He's the last one of my cats here that I had were born with bad legs. And so there's just not a lot they can. There's just not gonna lot they can do, but they got like, I mean, if he wanted fixed, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars. So what they just said, hey, why don't you just get yourself a wheelchair for him? Well, so I'm gonna get him one, but he really doesn't need one. Like my biggest cat that I have is 16 years old, still going. He's big. He chased him out of my house. So it's weird, but yeah, he just was born with this leg that was dysfunctional, man.
Yeah, my dog's going through that right now too, where his back legs are kind of giving out, and like it's so the vet's like he's not in pain, so like, do you really want to like put him in a, you know? So like it's a tough call. So I've changed his diet to like a raw meat diet to try to strengthen him up, and then we'll go from there. And then, you know, if it keeps getting worse and worse, we're gonna have to, you know, maybe do these like rubber band exercises and all these things. And like,
how long you been doing the raw meat diet?
About a month and a half now. It's expensive. It's expensive. Sometimes it seems like it. Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, it's really hard to say. You know,
if you can find a butcher or somebody where you can get beef neck bones, they're cheaper.
Yeah, I've been going to the bodega for like chicken feet and different things, and like trying to get them like, yeah. So it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's really expensive, but it's worth it to try. So, you know, I've been doing it for a while, but it's like it ends up being like $10 a day. It's not, you know, at least. So.
Wow.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think my dogs are, well, like Lucy's sick because of the food that she's been eating for 13 years. You know, it's all basically grain based.
Processed.
So, and processed. And, you know, dogs aren't supposed to be eating grain.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, it's taking its toll.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lucy's lost so much weight and she eats like a horse, dude.
She does.
Yeah, that's like him. He's got like a tapeworm or something. Like, you know, he just like he's never stops eating, and then like it's just crazy.
Like I hear her, you can probably hear her drinking water. Guarantee when she's done, she's gonna bark, and she's gonna want to go out. No, I get up with her like 2 or 3 times a night. I'm up with her.
Yeah.
Let her out the door. She goes, drinks water. Then she goes out, pees, goes back to bed.
Yeah.
About every 2 hours.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's brutal. You know, Stevie's been great. Like if she's up in the morning getting ready for work, if Lucy has to go out, she'll take care of it. So I get to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah.
And thank you for that, by the way.
My pleasure. She's family, you know. WTF, Mike.
Stevie B, are you undressing me with your eyes again? I keep seeing you looking down here.
Looking at my phone. See, I was going to say something.
Oh, wait. Mike Jones says pumpkin seeds are great for parasites. Interesting.
Pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, but I've seen they have pumpkin.
Pumpkin's good
Dog
for
food.
stomach.
Like, yeah.
Like stomach issues with dogs. I don't know to what extent, but I've heard that before.
I make my own food in crock pot. See, I know a lot of people make their own food, like they'll boil chicken or something, but as far as meat goes, it's better for a dog if it's raw.
Yeah, as long as you always give it to them raw and don't mix in like cooked food, it's great. Because their stomach really gets screwed up that way. Yeah. Like if you go like cooked to raw, like they will get like it'll really screw them up. But as long as you keep it raw, it's good for them. Yeah. Like to us, it's like raw. Like
I've done the beef neck bones recently. I did pork neck bones. And raw pork. They were fine with it.
Yeah, the bodega seems to have like these odd meats that like I as a human I wouldn't eat, but I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's good for
I know what you mean. Tina G, welcome. And that's where, like, if I'm going to shop for meat like that, that's where I go, is the Spanish delis or supermarkets. I did it in Arizona too. Their meat, you know, you get different cuts of meat that you know.
Yeah.
Normally would be fine.
Yeah, they got the best fruit too. Like, I mean, everything. You know, like when you go into like a supermarket and you buy avocado, like they got your avocados sit there for like 2 weeks before they're ready. You know what I mean? And like. You go in the bodega, they got piles of like, I mean, they're all ready to go. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Or like they have all these different fruits. Like I just gifted like yucca out in the field the other day, and like but like that's just stuff like you can't just buy it all over the place. You know what I mean? Like you gotta, like just you know what I mean, right? Like they have so much different stuff. Oh God, Stevie's laughing. So. I know.
I'm actually at Papa C's response.
Do you ever give peanut butter? Mike, do you ever do peanut butter? Do you give peanut butter?
I've given them peanut butter.
Are we talking about the dog? the Bigfoot or Papa Craig?
Listen, man. I don't know about your dogs, but like I know my little dog loves ice cream. He loves peanut butter.
She had to blur her picture out.
Yeah, she's losing her shit right now.
I've never seen that one before.
Oh my God.
She's just losing her shit. Oh man. Karen, welcome.
Well, anyway, I use peanut butter if I try to if I have to give him like a medicine or something, the dog, I'll try and sneak it in certain shit. But they get so smart. And then as far as Bigfoot, I've tried peanut butter and it didn't really work out. It just seems like it sits there. I don't know why.
Well, maybe you could just go buy some goldfish.
Amy says baked sweet potatoes. It's another. I heard that
Amy, good to see you. What is that, an octopus? That's a badass octopus.
Maya.
Oh, the Kraken.
Amy says, "Don't get perverted, peeps. You're in the wrong place."
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We don't get perverted, but Mike, WTF Mike, he'll make us laugh.
He steps on the line.
Oh, he fucking line dances. He
See?
line dances on it.
He says, "Wait, I can't be perverted." Well, shit. Yeah, we have fun. We if it's my theory is if it's funny, say it. Apologize later.
Apologize later.
That's good. Yeah. So I'm gonna jump down. My battery's getting on low, but I'll plug it in and listen. So
Yeah, man. Pleasure to meet
It was
you.
very nice meeting you.
see you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime you want to pop on.
Thanks a lot. Thanks,
My
Mike.
pleasure.
Thanks
Have a
for
great night.
introducing me to your friends.
Absolutely. Hope to see you again.
Good to meet you, Bruce.
See you later, man.
All right. As Mike just blows by.
No, I
He,
looked
like
up. I
waved
didn't
as he
see
went
him.
by.
I heard him. I looked up. I was
He's
like,
like,
wait.
I had to go get him a chicken foot.
Maya, please stop. Please stop, Maya. Quit whining. You're a grown ass woman. Knock it off.
Hey.
Hear this?
What? What do you want?
Now the other one wants the attention. Come here, Maya. What's up?
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you?
Oh,
Welcome.
now I can catch up a little bit.
Welcome to Mogi and Monster, where the dogs run the show.
They delayed the show. Now they're running the show.
God, I'm in mute. I'm in a mute while he chews on this thing.
Oh, jeez. Karen says, "My big boy likes whatever he can get his mouth on in his mouth." He was shredding a rat a couple weeks ago. It was gross. I wasn't touching it. I don't have any poison out. The creek is right behind us. Huh. My dogs never got into killing things. I mean, Maya caught a squirrel over at Richie's house, which amazed the shit out of me. And yeah, she offed that thing. All the other dogs were chasing this squirrel, and she just came right out and snatched it. I was shocked. Christy says, "Puppies are awesome."
They are.
Indeed. Yeah, it just, my heart stopped when I looked and I realized, oh shit, Lucy's not here. How far did she get?
Yeah, it's tough.
She can't see, so, but for that guy to grab her, pick her up and bring her home and then call the animal control, I thank him for it, but it was almost like, really?
It was fast.
It was real fast.
He didn't try to find anybody because
Yeah, that happened yesterday. That happened yesterday. There was like a loose dog, and there was this guy pulled over, and his daughter was probably about 10 to 12, and she was like trying to like get it. It was a small dog, and I pulled over and I put my hazards on because people are flying by. So I put my big truck in the way and like hazards, but enough room for people to go by.
Sure.
And so the girl finally like gets it and holds it, and like I guess her dad come over, and she's like, back up, because the dog like started going crazy. She's like, back off, and I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, all right, like, so I guess you're in control. And then so I'm trying to think of where this dog goes, because I'm like 2 blocks over, so I don't really know anybody there. I don't know the dog, but I'm like where could it have come from? So like I'm trying to like make an estimated guess, and like look at places with lights on, and like you know, like shit like that, or like see if there's a gate open or anything. And they're just acting real shifty, like
The
almost
people?
like yeah. And I'm like, well, what do you guys? You know, I'm like, are you gonna call somebody? Do you want to like knock on doors, or you know, you want to knock on that side and I'll knock on this side? And he was just standing there, like he wasn't saying nothing. And I'm like, and like the girl was just sitting there with her back to me, and I'm like, they're gonna steal this dog.
They're definitely gonna steal the dog.
Yeah, I'm like, they're gonna steal this dog. So I was like, oh, I'm like, you know, I'm like, let me just jot down your info just in case or whatever. And I'm like, I live right here. I'm like, I live right here, so I'll just be, you know, I'll come right back. I'll be watching you or whatever. And next thing you know, he gets on his phone, and I'm like, he's still playing bullshit me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I jotted down his plate. So if I see anything pop up like missing dog or whatever, I'll be like, I know exactly where the hell it is right here. But you know, there was only so much I could do. I could not get anything out. It was like drawing blood from a stone. This guy was just dead cold. So was the little girl. I was like, something's
They
really
were up
wrong.
to something.
Yeah.
Barry Brownie, what's going on, man?
Hey, Barry.
I guess Barry had a show tonight, or he was with somebody. I don't know. I missed it. I was busy chasing a dog.
Right.
Question for LIB. Do you think Bigfoot eats meat, fish? Wonder where they leave their bones. The bones. Oh, would Bubba give you fishing lessons?
Yeah, they eat all the above. So you know, I know this is hard for people to grasp because of their size, but they don't need food for sustenance like we do. Like they do it for taste. Like they have other ways where they gain energy, like similar to plants, like they're whatever, like they can soak up sun, different ways. Like they have different ways of gaining energy. But yeah, from what I could tell, they like mollusks like a lot. Like that's their biggest thing. But what they showed me kind of was like, we can eat one or we could eat 1,000. Don't make a difference. You know what I mean? And like I wasn't picking up on the message that was coming through, but I kept finding piles of like thousands of clams in the woods, and then I'd find one, and they didn't belong out there. And it wasn't like, oh, like, you know, somebody was out there barbecuing clams. Like it was like in the middle of the Pine Barrens. You know what I mean? So
Hi, dogger. Sorry. Hi.
there was a message there that I wasn't grasping for a while, but
Well,
yeah,
when I know it was humans that did it, but we went to LBL, where I was camping, was right on the water. And when I got there, just the 3 campsites in my immediate area had piles of clams.
sure. Yeah, there's certain places you expect to see that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we see it all the time for sure.
I mean, they're freshwater clams, but it had to be humans that were harvesting them.
Yeah, I mean, even like 1 or 2 or a dozen, like birds could be carrying them off. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But like, you know, when you see a pile of them, yeah.
Midwest, what's up?
What's happening?
Hey, what's going on?
Excuse me.
How you doing?
Heard the party was over here tonight.
BYOB.
Bring
your own
bring
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
bring your own beard. This is about as much as I can grow.
It's getting there.
I've never gone that grand scale as
Me either.
Last year it was like down to here.
I never
cut
had
it
a
for
beard.
summer.
I always make jokes in his chat, and I always say, like, there's been many reports of albino puckwudgies, but it's just Carol's beard.
Oh man.
I don't know if anybody else laughs, but I think it's funny.
I laugh. It's hard for me to not laugh at your stuff you put in my chat.
That's why I do it. I always try to keep people on their toes. And it's just...
Nemesis, I think I put you to sleep the other night. That WTF Mike.
Nemesis.
Oh yeah, that's been going on for a long time now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jackie. I wanted to ask you something. I'll get in touch with you somehow. Actually, I'll just say whatever. You have, you guys, you showed a Bigfoot lotto ticket, and I want one. Like I don't want one to scratch. I want one to keep. Like I just want to keep it. Like so.
They have a Bigfoot scratch off.
Yeah, so if you could send me one somehow, I'll give you the money for it. I don't care how much it costs. I really want one.
What state is that from, I wonder?
Alaska, I think, or
Alaska?
or Oregon, maybe. Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure. She moves around a little bit.
She said she'll get you one.
You know,
Right on.
Oregon. So
Northwood says there's a cryptid called the Wisconsin Ho Dog. It's not to be confused with the Michigan Ho Dog.
Ho bag.
Oh, bag.
Bag.
Oh, because the other one says dag. The first one. The dog. AK my ex.
is that the how's your ex guy?
Michael Haywood said, not the dreaded hoe bag.
Vicious creature.
So we were going to go live tonight with the campfire bonfires. We had burning sticks and brush all day, you know, cleaning up the yard, and perfectly calm day. Thought, oh, let's go live. As soon as I said that, the wind started picking up. It's like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your help with this figuring out this 360 camera. It is crazy looking.
My
Like,
first video went good, except our audio kept cutting in and out. And it was real windy, so I'm just wondering if that mic on the camera itself cut in and out because of the high wind. So we might get some little mics to pin on it so you can hear us.
Yeah. They make magic mics that like you can.
Yeah,
they're real. You can get like 2 for a decent price. I don't know.
Then we did a video the other day without going live, thinking, well, maybe it was a connection to my cell phone not being able to handle all the data, you know, it was pumping through.
Yeah.
So I tried to upload it to YouTube, and it didn't like it. It said it was too large. It was, you know, the format wasn't right, so I had to figure that out.
Yeah.
And then when I just uploaded it directly from my phone, it ended up not being 360. It just went to a normal video, so I have to figure that out too.
Oh. Huh.
On my phone, it was still 360 when I was watching it, but when I uploaded it from my phone to the YouTube or whatever, it didn't work.
Barry Browning says Haywood's new book is coming out soon. I was stump broke by a buck wedgie.
Stump broke.
Stevie's always ahead in chat because I see her reactions and it's just.
That's how I
Just
know
sit
when I
here
have
and laugh.
to pay attention to chat is when she
Because I start
reacts.
laughing.
When she's laughing, somebody must have said
Yeah,
something.
okay.
Sorry.
So we're like 5 or 6, I think, away from 600 now. So we're
Already?
getting there. We're getting there.
Very good.
Right on.
Yeah.
We got Paranormal Highway coming on, Eric Wood Sunday. Then the weekend after that, we got Jesus Pay on from Breaking Bad.
Sure. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool.
He must have liked my
never-
thumbnail. I sent it to him today, my thumbnail I made up for the show, and he put it as his cover page.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, well, you make some good stuff.
I'm thinking about letting Jane take over the show, and I'll just make thumbnails for everybody.
No, but that's part of the creative process, you know.
She's already in charge. She just lets you think you're part of it.
I can hear her upstairs saying no already. No. She pulls the strings behind the scene.
That's right. Yeah.
Anita, how are you? Great to see you.
It's a bit of
Letter by letter. Oh, she's talking about the Bigfoot scratcher.
Oh
I want
yeah.
to buy a set of those cryptid coins everybody has online all the time. I haven't found a good place to buy a whole set yet.
I didn't know they existed.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not
I think they're
surprised,
just
but
medallions or just like
Yeah. Yeah. They
cheap
have like
coins. They're not like the collectible
Franklin Mint.
silver
Like
mint. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I missed that infomercial.
they're like
It'll
these.
probably be on
Like,
my Facebook when I go upstairs.
they're like these. Like, but they have cryptids on them. Like different. Like, you know how you can get like the pirate coins.
Yeah.
And then so like but they're like regular coins, like almost like, and then they have like different cryptids on them, and like so they'll have like
Mothman and
yeah.
Devil and
Yep.
Yeah, I think some places actually have the like real silver ones. Like it depends. So some of them are actually like solid silver.
Amy says I have a silver one.
They're still good to
Yes.
see you.
There she is. What's
I
up,
think,
Estelle?
I think that's the next thing we're going to do. We're going to put the Midwest Night Watcher symbol on just a collectible coin thing, just a cheap one to give away or put on a website or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. Good to see you.
Still crazy, Chris. What's up, Chris?
Still crazy.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't do is swag. You know, I don't have a product line or I don't know. Just
Well,
never.
so far everybody's using our stickers. I mean, you got them on your wall, and World Bigfoot Duke Sullivan's got them on his camper, and Susie B's got them in her art studio on her cabinets, and somebody else has told us the other day that they're going to put them on their camper when they go traveling. Oh yeah, look at that. I like that design. That one came out cool.
It's the other Night Owl one.
That was our first one I came up with, but it's hard to read everything around it.
Oh, Mogs, you didn't see it yet.
Probably not.
We didn't see him either. He's going.
The Susie B owl.
Oh, right on.
Oh, that's so cool.
That came out really. Hold on. Let me keep it there. Let me put you on full screen.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Awesome work, Susie.
Right?
Yeah, you can't really see the. It's so much like the details
Detail.
are crazy in person. Yeah,
That's very cool.
yeah, impressive. Boom! There she is.
Speaking of the devil.
Here, let's see this. Here, let me put this one up. I'm getting a little fucking jealous.
Now you're showing off.
Oh, hold on.
Mine's bigger.
Oh man.
I'm not touching that one. Nope.
I set it up.
You
No.
sure did.
I guess Susie, you have to be the judge, I guess.
Oh shit!
Chris.
Susie
Miss
says,
Dill
"Oh, no,
said-
I'm out."
Miss Dill says, got an X-File, Agent Moldy and Scoldy are on the case.
I was waiting for a steel drum to come flying at your head.
In case you guys don't know, Susie's still going out hiking somewhere. It's still live on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, she put out a good video today,
Oh yeah.
and then she froze like that.
She looks like she saw a mouse. I should remove it and put her backstage right
You
now.
should.
Oh yeah.
How could he leave
I was
me like
looking for
that?
YouTube and it says Susie B's live, or so I went to it and it says waiting on Susie B, and it started at 2:30 p.m. and it was like 6 o'clock when I found it.
I'm gonna put her backstage.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, thank God.
I was gonna say,
Crazy Chris says I have a 3-ounce .999 silver coin in the shape of a Bigfoot.
no.
It's heavy and it came in a fabric sock with a drawstring, so I can hit my husband on the head if he gets out of line. It's only 3 ounces. It's not 3 pounds. So
Barry Brown is.
you'll have to hit him multiple times.
He was naked.
Oh,
It is.
There's Susie.
Can you hear me? I had a.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the other window to turn off.
Oh, YouTube in the background.
Yeah, I was hearing all kinds of echoes, and I'm sober.
I thought you were out there still hiking.
I was actually thinking about going out there at night.
Do it. I used to love hiking at night. That was my favorite time to go. Seriously,
I got my flashlight charged.
That's all you need.
that's all you need.
Good running
Well,
shoes.
That and I carry well.
Running. I ain't running anywhere.
She said running. All right.
oh,
I'll just. Sorry, I'll walk quickly. Very quickly.
I don't run unless I'm chased.
I stand my ground. I'll take my chances.
Jamie
I'm not
Cotterill,
running
welcome.
anywhere.
Good to
I'm
see
right
you.
there with you. Patrick Vaughn, how you doing?
Jamie says tuned in tonight, hoping Stevie B had her blonde wig on again.
Oh, I know. That was just so delicious.
My hair's not nice enough. Huh?
don't. Just,
He said, don't do it.
Oh, jeez.
We should have a weeknight. Oh.
That's explain.
No? You already got yours. Come on.
Tourette's just kicked in.
My face is all twitchy.
No, it was the blurting shit out at random that kind of threw me.
so, Susie, I totally fell asleep on you last time we talked about this, but did you, last time I was on here, I fell asleep, but
He did too.
He did.
Yeah.
He bounced so early, he
That's why he was
snoozed, and
gone. He
Yeah.
didn't say a word.
he's like, oh, I
He
gotta
probably
go.
fell on the button when he fell asleep.
I was so shot. Like, I was shot. But anyway, you did really good, I think, right? Like, you were on Paranormal Experience, right? With Vic. Did you listen to it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It came
Yeah,
out
it came
good.
out- yeah, it did. It came out really good.
Is it posted?
Yeah, we did it together. Like, he asked me about my Thunderbird thing, and I'm like, I know somebody else, and then he asked us to do like if we had other experiences, and we both, I think, did a missing time thing. So yeah, it's up.
Very
Yeah,
close.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, Susie did great. And I know you were nervous, but you did great.
Yeah, I started getting anxious talking about that. I mean, it was a long time ago. I was 10, but still, it was weird. The sensations coming to the surface.
Yeah, because you relive it. You know what I mean? You when you go into detail like that, you relive it. You know.
And it's weird how you don't think of the extra things until you start talking about it, and then like your memory just starts coming back.
Uh-huh.
All the other little details.
Yeah.
No, I definitely have to check that out. Everybody should check that out, guys.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah,
Like,
anybody
yeah.
post the link. Robert Denduven, welcome. Who else is here that I probably
Yeah,
missed?
that place, that spot. I discovered a new structure today I'd never seen before, and it was in a hole on another lake that I kayak. And I was just walking along, and then all of a sudden, it's boom! It's right there. I'm like, what? Where'd that come from?
Where is this?
I'm sorry.
Where? Don't say
Oh,
Arizona.
in Williams.
Okay.
Oh, look, he used something you said for the title, Susie. The
Who did?
bird thing was Vic. The bird thing was coming straight for us. That's the name. That's
Yeah.
the title of it.
Bird thing?
Yeah, because I didn't know how to describe it. You know what? And now that I think about it, Mike, there was light coming through those wings, like towards the edges where the curve is at, like a bat. There was light coming through there, so it was illuminating through the wings. So you could, like, if you put a flashlight behind your ear, you could see the red and veins and all that. That's what it looked like in the sunlight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's how I was trying to explain it too. Is like it wasn't translucent, but like there were certain points where like I don't know, like it was almost like a kite. Like you know how like on a kite you could see where like the where the wires are or like the pole parts are, and like it was almost like that, like around the edges and at certain points, like and then the rest was like leathery in it, and like there was certain points where maybe like light shined through a little, like or like at least you could see light trying to shine through, but it was like it still blacked everything out. So it's really one of those tough things to explain, especially when it's in passing. Because in my mind, I was like, as I was driving towards it, I was like, oh, buzzards or turkey vultures. Oh, they're bigger. Oh, eagles. Do eagles fly like that together? And then like, oh, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Yeah. And then when that one broke off the thermal and came down, it went out of view, and I knew it was something huge. But then when it crossed back over, I was like, you can listen to it if you want, but it was a shit show.
I just watched a show on, I guess, Discovery or History or whatever. Did you watch it too?
We were
With
watching
the Thunderbirds.
when we were eating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was interesting. That was the one up in Alaska.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. The one somebody had a video because some girl went missing in Alaska, and a guy that saw her on the trail, he was like the last person to see her, and he saw a bird, a big ass bird, and didn't think anything of it. But then she went missing, so
It was in the same proximity of where she went missing.
Yeah.
And he saw what he described as a thunderbird.
then he had a video. He goes, "Whoa, I have a video." And he showed these guys a video. They showed it to an expert, and it was a turkey vulture.
And that's what the guy said.
Mm.
Turkey vulture, which is not native to Alaska or that area at all.
But they do travel thousands of miles, so it's not impossible for them to get up there. But yeah, it was interesting to hear all these different stories about, big birds, being a thunderbird.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a friend in Utah. Yeah, Utah. And she saw something out there,
Yeah.
that was huge.
Yeah.
And she calls it a thunderbird.
Yeah, there's really no, I mean, that's just kind of like what I call it. Like, but what I seen was a damn pterodactyl, you know what I mean? Like there was nothing bird about it. Like there was no feathers. There was, you know what I mean? Like There were no feathers on it.
The bat wings.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, right.
And
Giant.
it wasn't some big ass bat.
Mm-mm.
No, this blocked like 4 lanes of traffic, like, and then I couldn't see anything.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And like the sound of the wings was like, I know why they call them that, like Thunderbirds. Like it was like I was inside my vehicle doing like 50, and I still heard this thing.
Wow.
If I didn't slow down,
What's up?
if I didn't slow down to get behind somebody, I would have never seen it. I would have been like 10 seconds ahead of it.
I'm
So
trying
you
to
think,
figure
do
out.
you think pterodactyls and thunderbirds are two different things, or do you think they're the same things, just identified?
Yeah,
by
I think
people
they're just
differently?
I think they're just being classified by like. Well, no, I can't say for sure, but maybe in native culture they're being classified as different things. Like
Because thunderbirds are usually always depicted of having feathers, but you're talking about something that has mostly like leathery skin type, like a dragon or a dinosaur looking thing.
yeah. It's hard to say. I mean, I know like it's really tough. Like I know like out west they believe like different things than they believe over here. About these thunderbirds. Like there's just different purposes for them. Like they would love to out west. They would love to see the thunderbird because they would say like it carried the reins on its wings. It would carry the reins on its wings and bring the reins to nourish the crops and like
Right.
and then like but maybe the next tribe over it was a whole different story. Maybe it was like something scary because it brought store. You
Snatching
never know.
children.
Yeah, right. So there's so much out there that like can be deciphered so many different ways. And I'm just a guy that just can tell you what happened to him. I don't
Well, it's like Bruce asked me earlier. I mean, about the whistling. I'm like, in my mind, I'm going, you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, again, that whistling too could be a million different things, right? And like, but it's like, it's definitely something that they would do, of course, Yeah.
You know what I thought was, I'm sorry.
No,
Go
you're
ahead.
good. Go, please.
You know what I thought was strange, Mike, is when you said you couldn't remember what the head looked like. It's the same with me too. I don't remember a big long head, going out like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember the head, but I sure focused on those feet. Those feet were humongous.
Huge. I thought it was gonna pick up my truck. Yeah, like I mean, if it wanted to pick up my truck, it could have, I think, and just launch, pick us up and just throw us off the side of the road if it wanted to.
Yeah.
But again, I was driving and this thing came and blocked my view of 4 lanes, and I had just been looking both ways at the river, because that's what I do. I cross the river. I'm looking at the mountains. I'm looking at the scenery. So I'm looking at both sides of Esopus Creek when I get on that bridge, kind of, and like, also now I can't see anything. I couldn't see anything in front of me. It was only in my peripheral, left, right, and that was it. It was blocking out everything else. So
One of the things that I remember listening to, whatever it was that we were watching, one of the guys I think it was a different guy that saw something similar to a Thunderbird, but said when he saw it, it was flying in the air carrying a deer. I was like, wait, what? What massive bird? How massive would that bird have to be able to carry a deer?
Well, some of them they say have like 20-foot wingspan.
Oh,
Well, that's what you need. I mean,
yeah.
Even a deer is. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. But even like eagles, like they'll flock down and pick up goats and for a little bit, they'll fly down a mountain and pick up a goat and like
Just
take
to
a
drop
little
them off the mountain.
just so it loses its footing. You know what I mean? Because a
Yep.
goat can go down that thing a million. So what they do is they pick them up and drop them. You know what I mean? They can't carry them so far, but the idea is like they have so much strength and agility, and what I saw had probably 20 feet on each side. Like, you know what I mean? Not 20 foot across, but like probably, 20 foot on each end, like give or take.
I think the
Yeah.
biggest bird of prey, size-wise, is an Andean condor.
They said it has
Yeah.
a 10-foot
The
Uh,
wing.
albatross and the condor. Yeah.
And then North America, it would be the California condor, which has like about a 10-foot span, and like an eagle has an 8-foot span. A
Bald eagle.
bald eagle.
So, yeah.
Times that times 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's at the ecology center that I go to a lot of times, like it's just like a little place for injured animals, and like I take my son and my kids or whatever, and like they have this thing in front of the eagle enclosure where it's like a wooden eagle, and it has the eagle's span, so you can stand in front of it and spread your arms out, and it's bigger than me spreading my arms out both ways. It's bigger than that. So when you think about that, it's like, okay, like that's massive. You know what I mean? It's massive.
Yeah, my spread is probably about 6'1" when I put my arms out. And if I think of something being that big, that's just, that is a big spread,
Yeah, because I think your arms stretched out is as tall as you are when you measure yourself for height.
Usually it's around that. I think you're a little taller than, but yeah, it's usually from tip to tip, it's approximately your height. And I'm 6'3", so I went with 6'1" because I figured it wasn't as big. Feisty Kitty, how are you?
Sorry, I can't see the chat. I don't even know where it's at. It disappeareth.
Feisty Kitty says there was a pterodactyl sighting in Washington State by a sheriff near Mount Adams. He said it was on the highway eating a deer. It blocked the highway. That's big.
Where do these things go? It's like, where's there a cave big enough, or I'm dumbfounded.
They can fly, hundreds, if not thousands of miles, and then they can be up in higher altitude. There might be caves up there we don't even know about somewhere that we can't reach.
Fiji, that's where they're going. They're going to Bora Bora.
They're on vacation. They're
where I would go.
They're not thunderbirds, they're snowbirds.
I mean, they might. Some of these things might be perfectly just right out in the open, like in a wilderness that most of us can't get to. You know what I mean?
And only Mike says, see, Mike, that's why I date midget. It makes everything appear bigger if they got their arms stretched out.
What?
Jesus. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But that show that you watched for Alaska, I mean, there's so much land up there in Alaska that's this wilderness. They could probably hide out there and never be seen.
Yeah.
Just in the continental United States, the lower 48, there's so much land that people don't go to.
Yeah, New York is one. Just here in New York,
they're probably in the national parks where they roped it off and won't let us go.
Well, yeah.
Well, Susie lives in Arizona, and she can attest to this. You can just hop on a dirt road and travel for 40 miles and not see anything, nothing, and you're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, and it's remote. There's so many places that you can go that people just don't really go.
Ned says they may not need a cave. They might use portals.
Right, which is, going into the next level. Yeah, absolutely.
The woo factor.
Right.
Well, there's so many possibilities. I mean, we just can't imagine all of them. And I mean, we don't have the answers. How do we know what they use or don't use? I mean,
We don't.
But that would take intelligence, though. So, are they doing this purposely, or are they slipping in and out of a portal?
You know, I mean,
Or maybe
like just
somebody's
just
done them.
just the simplicity of like, why are we looking at Mars and the moon and shit when we don't know
Look at our
what's on-
oceans.
yeah, come on. Like there's something right there that they don't want to look at, you know what I mean? Or don't want us to look at.
Well, it's kind of. I've been saying it for years. Is everybody? Oh, they're into UFOs and aliens, and they're worried about that. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I can't worry about what I can't control. I'd
Exactly.
rather pay more attention to what's here on Earth with me.
yeah,
know,
yeah, right. That's what I'm
What's down
saying.
the street.
That's just like
Yeah.
when people talk about like when people come to me about like politics and shit, and I'm like, my house ain't in order. I don't give a shit about that. You know what I mean? Like, sorry.
12 Pearls, good to see you.
That's just a waste of time, anyways. Talking
Nah,
about-
we never. Yeah, I shouldn't have brought
well,
up
it's
the
hard
word.
to get your house in order when they can't get their house in order, which rules ours.
Yeah,
The
right.
spankings.
I wish I could balance my checkbook like they do. Don't worry about it. Just spend the money. Don't worry about it.
The army was like that. I was like the bookkeeper, and there was like the prices on some of the shit was like outrageous. Like a screwdriver would be like $350.
$23,000.
Yeah, like it was like ridiculous. And like I'd be like, you know, like they'd be like, "Oh, get us what we need," and I'd be like, "Well, we need like $550,000 worth of stuff apparently," and they'd be like, "Okay," like that's just like no budget, and no fucks given, you know.
Right.
Monopoly money.
It's like the movie Contact when they built that machine, and the real rich billionaire guy says, "Well, why not have two when you can, pay for three or whatever,
That was a good movie. Odd, but
It's not rocket science what they're doing with all that.
Mike's got a point. He says if you guys want to find these elusive creatures, just call the U.S. government and tell them Bigfoot has oil. We'll find them.
Right. In a day.
True story.
Yeah.
Who else? There's so much I'm missing here. Grasshopper says pterodactyls are temperate and Amazon type creatures, Malaysia areas, it seems. I don't know. I know guys saw one in Texas.
Probably the same one. Covering ground. Well,
they're
two,
like
two,
Mothman, they just pop up wherever they want.
two swooshes and they're in two other states.
Little altitude.
3 and it'll be in Florida.
Freaking flyer miles.
Seriously, that laugh.
I know, I love that laugh. It cracks me up every time. I just love hearing it.
So real quick, I gotta ask Jay something. Jay, did you okay it with Janet to come over for Thanksgiving? I mean, you're both invited. Don't forget. But I'm just saying.
I think I saw earlier in chat he said Janet wasn't feeling good.
I'm sorry.
Prayers for sure.
Absolutely. But yeah, where were we? We were in somebody's chat. Well, I think it was Mike's chat. Oh, it was on SO Space Out Radio. We're both in chat, and I was like, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving?" He's like, "Going to." Where did he say? What's
He
the
was going
Golden
to
Corral.
Golden Corral.
I'm like, no, you're not.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
I needed a reason to get my ass in gear to finish doing the work around here. So invite someone over.
Right.
What are you making a turkey?
Turkey and everything to go with it.
Huh, everything. The whole table is going to be full.
That's right.
How's Richie been? I haven't seen Richie.
It's all right.
Yeah. All right.
He sends me video clips all the time. Yeah, I haven't seen him around in chat at all in a while. I'm gonna give him a call.
Yeah, that's all
Everybody
right.
with WTF Mike.
All right, guys. I'm gonna bow out a little early tonight. I gotta get some sleep. So.
She's really
What?
sick all day. I made her stay. Said she's feeling better.
Everyone.
Jane's upstairs in about 3 or 4 chats, so she better not see you in another chat.
Huh.
Yeah, that's funny because I used to do that too. I used to I'll be in 3 chats at once.
Right.
I used to moderate a lot of channels, so I'd do 2 shows at once.
Yeah. I do it all the time. Like I do it often. I'll be like a guest on the show, and like I'm sitting like on my other thing, like modding for a different channel.
Hoping that nobody puts 2 and 2 together.
Oh yeah, I got professional at this point.
Yeah, I got away from modding because it just got too.
Well,
I
like
took it seriously.
It becomes a job.
It was like a job.
It's hard to pay attention to the show. I mean, you're there to listen, and then all of a sudden you're like paying too much attention to chat and posting stuff or saying hi to everybody, and it's like you missed the show.
Yeah.
Christy.
Well, I don't. Yeah. If I'm a guest, I don't look at the chat because then it doesn't flow as well because like you're
It's a
looking at
distraction.
something. Yeah, because you'll have the guest looking at a comment that's like way below where the host is, and like they're pulling up stuff, and you're like, or like they start reading stuff off, like or like answering people, and I'm like, I hate when that happens, and I'm like, it just causes so much confusion. So I just sit back and let it go where it goes, and whatever they highlight is what I address, as it pops up, But whatever, it is what it is. Some people are more comfortable seeing everything and like knowing what's coming. Like I don't know, I could do this shit in my sleep at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I
anyway.
used. Well, you're gonna bounce, so
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak out while I can. So
thank you so much for the room raid.
Right.
no, don't thank me. No, thank you guys. All everybody who came over. That was cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Good
I'm
to see
glad.
you.
Yeah, I'm glad Lucy's home safe.
Me too. Thank
Me
you.
too.
Yeah, now you get to deal with her peeing all night again. So it's good.
Kind of sleep
All right,
through it.
take care, Carols,
you.
Stevie. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Talk to you
Marvel.
soon, bro.
Marvel, Super Mogs, Silverleaf. See you guys later.
This is my new shirt. Stevie bought it for me. I have a black one, but it was kind of fading out. It's just a Marvel shirt. That's it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have to get a new wardrobe. I've been wearing the same 5 shirts for 3.5 years.
No.
Oh, really? I guarantee everybody can name all my T-shirts.
Well, more than 5.
I think that's why we bought shirts with our logos on, so we'd have something new to wear.
Then I wear it all the time.
Right.
I feel like a work shirt.
I buy all the same things usually.
I did that for my last job. I found a shirt that I liked, and I bought every color they had in it.
So Mike's under the impression that he uses a wheelchair.
I know. Well, he said before, I told him bring it.
But the
Yes, I'm not
little
racing.
red wagon, I'm
I
like,
know.
you could race. It's either that or he's going to make you pull him around in it. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, we don't have a. I mean,
I don't-
where
I
is
don't
your
use a
wheelchair in
wheel-
your truck?
It's in my truck.
Susie, where's your avatar?
I'm on my tablet, so I don't have
Oh,
it.
you're on your tab. I was saying the last time you were here, we took all that time to get your avatar up there. Now it's not there.
I know.
And now I got one, and I couldn't get one before.
Ooh.
That's a picture I took a couple years ago at the end of the walkway at the hotel you locked me out of.
Oh, that's not nice.
I did no such thing.
He locked me out of the room.
It was an inside
He
door.
was live doing a show, and you can hear me knocking on the door. Look,
There's evidence.
Where was that? That was in Lake Mary?
Lake Mary.
Yeah.
I
La
forget the-
Quinta.
Yeah. Down at the end of the walkway was that one flower sitting there, so I took a picture of it.
That's what that was.
That's what that is.
Yolanda, welcome. Good to see you.
Just have to
On
get
mine,
this.
Jason McLean drew that. He drew one for me and one for Jane.
Oh, no,
Oh, that's cool.
that's cool. That's very cool.
I wish
Jason.
I looked that cool though.
I hung out with Jason a while back. It's been a long time since I talked to him. It's like Tech stopped in the other day. I was like, dude, man, it's been a while. We used to hang out all the time.
Yeah, Jason's not doing his show no more, but he is doing guest spots for other people if they want him on.
Okay. I heard him say
He's not doing any of his shows. What was
No?
it?
No, not right now. He says he's done, but everybody else is guessing he's just taking a hiatus for a while, then he'll come back. But
Good
he
night,
says he's
Jen.
done.
Stay warm.
I don't see him being done. I don't know.
I don't either.
He's fun.
He likes to talk too much. No, I'm saying it's not a bad thing, but I can't see him stopping.
Good night, Christy. Good to see you.
Thank you for stopping in. Hope to see you again soon.
Right.
Getting ready for a date, Susie?
Really?
Mm-hmm. With the elk and strange things and scary things. The elk. My lips are dry.
Yeah, Mike's got another chapstick question.
Right.
I ain't
Just set him up.
don't bother, Mike. I'm not going to post that one either.
Look.
Why the fuck did I think you had a wheelchair? Well, that's fine. I own Allen wrenches. I'll just hide your leg, hide your foot.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, she I haven't seen her use a wheelchair 2 years, a year and a half. I don't know. What's it been?
2 years.
Yeah.
About 2 years. Yeah. Actually, longer than that. It was right after. I mean, I got my prosthetics. I started using them right away. Then I used the wheelchair as like a walker.
A walker.
I put my bags in the wheelchair
Yeah.
and pushed it around.
She'd get to work. I'd drive her to work and
It's
pop,
a long
you pop
walk.
the wheelchair out of the truck. She'd pile all her bags on top of it and she'd push the
I
wheelchair.
pushed it all the way down. It's a long walk from the parking lots in my office. I just pushed the wheelchair the whole way, pushing my bags. I haven't actually used the wheelchair 2.5 years. Well, a little over. Something like
Ooh,
that.
excuse me.
Something like that. I said I never would. I used it for 3 months. I said I'd never use it again. Not if I didn't have to.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No.
Crutches.
Yeah, she hated that thing.
I didn't use crutches. I had a cane for maybe a week or two just to learn how to get up on curbs. But that didn't take long. I think I gave that away. The cane.
You just got, when she does curbs now, you got to make sure you don't stand next to her because she'll pull you down with her.
Yeah. I'll lose my balance. The first thing I do is grab his arm. If I'm going down, he's going with me.
I never let you fall in my presence.
No, you should. God, there's been a couple times he's caught me from falling. Like he hook lined me in my stomach once over at Richie's house. Matter of fact, I was fairly new with my prosthetics. We were in the backyard and I hit the walkway wrong and I went forward and he went doom and caught me in the belly, clotheslined me right in the stomach. I was like,
Didn't fall.
didn't fall. Well, it happened here in the house. I was walking in the kitchen, I think, and Lucy was on the floor. I didn't see
Oh, that
her.
was recent. That was
Was the other day. I stumbled forward like 2 or 3 times, and I don't know how he caught me, but from behind his arm to the stomach again, just grabbed me, and I didn't fall. He won't let me fall.
Never fallen in my presence.
No, you can't start calling me hop along because I don't hop along. I walk just fine. Thank you very much.
Oh, they used to call me that when I had my crutches too. Damn people,
Right?
jealous.
If you saw Stevie walk and you didn't look at her legs, you wouldn't know. You know, she is that smooth with them that you can't tell that she's wearing prosthetics.
If I wore long pants, you'd never know.
No.
You'd never know. But I don't wear. I wear shorts all the time.
What's up, Duke?
Christy.
Is that Super Duke?
He did
Super
that.
Duke,
Duke.
Super Duke, and his luscious locks.
Good to see you, man. Christy Sci-Fi, how are you? You're the one talking about luscious locks. That's fine.
I was just getting ready to say that.
First time she pops on, she didn't say a word. Mike just blurts out, "What did he say? What a shiny coat!"
Yeah. What a
Your hair was down. It was all shiny. I was like, "Holy shit, it is too."
That was like the honeymoon. Look at us now. Look at her hair tonight. She's got it all pulled back, no shiny locks, no shoulder length. What the heck? We got standards we expect you to go by.
I was out in the wild. Yep. Not messing with my hair today.
No, I was the same way. I normally I'll get ready an hour before, just start my shit together. And then when Lucy went missing, I mean, I got back. It was 10 after or whatever time it was, 10 after 9. I still had to get changed, and I wasn't ready.
I started getting ready, and then I'm out running around the neighborhood.
I had to go upstairs, fluff my beard.
Fluff your beard.
Love your beard.
Hair oil in there.
How do you do that?
It's a whole process.
Is it? Special comb?
No.
It's all bouffant.
Formula and beard oil and all. I mean, it's all got it.
WTF, Mike? I have no idea, dude. Mr. Lee hasn't
He's on
been around in a
hiatus.
while. On hiatus, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know. It sounded good
He's been flaky lately.
lately.
Lately, past 6 months. Lately. No, I just hope everything's all right with him.
I tend, like I said, I tend to think that it's the time difference that it's got to have caught up with him after last few years. I mean, he's so loyal to being here every night, Tuesday, twice a week for 2 hours. You know, it's got to catch up with him.
I wouldn't know anything about it.
Has he ever been on cam?
Yes. No.
He's been on the show, not on camera.
That's what I was thinking. Did you hear that thought process go through my head?
And
I was
it's
like, yeah,
funny
no.
because his voice isn't what you expect.
No.
And when he was on, the people that were also on the show
Thought it was a joke.
thought it was a joke.
That we were
Didn't
pranking
believe
them.
it was him,
Yeah.
and it was him. So it kind of got awkward for people when they realized, holy shit, that's really
No.
Mr. Lee. I'm
But
like,
it was
yeah,
after
dude,
the
what the
fact.
fuck?
It was after the fact. But I mean, we have pictures of him. We've seen quite a few pictures of him over the last couple of years. But yeah, it was cool to hear his voice.
Yeah, it was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, Stu says it's 3:51 a.m. there. So I mean, if Lee's on twice a week for the last 3 years,
Yeah, but it's not like this is the only show he hangs
no,
out
that's
at.
what I'm saying.
you know?
So all that had to have caught up with him. He pops in every once in a while, or has over the last month or two.
Any show that he follows in the States, he's staying up late to watch.
Yes.
If it's a night show here.
Yeah, we were getting ready to go to bed last night, and Susie pops on live, but 2:00 in the morning for us.
Damn, girl.
I was sewing.
What were you sewing?
I needed some gifting bags. So I didn't have any, so I had to make some.
Right on. I used to sew a lot. I said during COVID, I paid a month's rent making face masks and selling them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss my sewing machine.
Yeah, I remember that, calling all seamstress things. It was all over Facebook. Can anybody sew? Can you get these together? I remember that.
Oh, making masks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did it and sold them at work.
Yeah, that's material that I had. I used there was puppies on it, different breeds. Well,
Mike says 2 a.m. sewing, huh? Yeah, that's normal.
well, I was leaving today, so I had to get it done. Otherwise, I would have been doing it in the morning.
And where did you go? You're up by Williams?
Yeah.
Okay. You in
Staying in this.
Dogtown over that way, or where?
Hopefully, it's not haunty, this room. So better not be.
What hotel you at? Where are you staying?
In Williams,
No.
in town.
Okay.
Yeah, B&B.
Oh, nice.
It's really neat. It's a one big old house, and then it's like you walk into a big house, and then where all the bedrooms are at, there are the actual rooms. So it's kind of neat. It's a big old cabin home, very, very comfortable.
Nice.
Jay, good night. Tight lines. We gotta meet up before Thanksgiving.
Going fishing with my can of worms tomorrow. Well, maybe we'll have to hook up tomorrow, Jay. I'll drive up that way. Maybe go fishing with you for a little bit. I gotta go make an appearance at work for a little while. Not that there's anybody there to make an appearance to. I work there by myself. Miss Dill says, I need a gifting bag of money.
Right.
Oh,
All right, Jay. Well, have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Jay.
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool if Jay and Janet came over for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Because we're only like 5 miles away, if
We're not
that.
even.
Oh wow.
3.5.
Pretty
Yeah.
close.
4 at the most. They're right up the road.
Literally. Yeah, it's got to be maybe 4 miles.
Sounds like you can't throw a rock over to their house.
No, it's funny you said that because I was thinking, like, if I shot a bow, no, it's not going 4
No.
miles.
Compound, maybe.
Compound.
If they did, I want one.
Yeah, let's get
A
pumpkin
potato
on
gun.
it. That'll make it.
They're not very accurate at that distance.
I know, right?
Shoot some potatoes over with the potato gun.
Yeah, potato
I
gun.
can do that. We'll see ya.
I thought of making one of those. They use them for like on the beaches and stuff to launch bait. They'll freeze bait and launch it way out into the surf. I thought about doing that here at the lake.
I've made 4 or 5 potato guns in my time. They're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
launch all the
Did you
chum
use
out.
fresh air, or did you like use like lighter fluid and
The hairspray,
yeah?
and then, yeah, the grill igniter.
You could launch alligator bait out and then jump in the water when they're all way over there.
Until they catch on, know you're tricking them.
Yeah,
The good stuff over here by the beach.
the one that stays behind.
What sucks is when
Little one.
I realized Lucy was missing, my dog.
First thought
The
was
first
check the
place I
water.
looked was the water.
Yeah, I was thinking
Because
the same
there's
thing.
a wall that
Oh.
goes up to my knees, and then you go to the next house, and the wall goes down to ground level.
It dropped.
Oh,
And she's already walked off the wall.
She did it once and went in the water.
where I had to like run over and snatch her out of the water
yeah, that'd be scary.
because there are gators here.
And she's blind or the deaf?
Blind.
Blind.
Oh no.
The hearing, that's selective.
Yeah, right.
If when she ignores you,
She
yeah, that's
hears
selective
real
hearing.
well. She just chooses to ignore us a lot.
Chris says my grandson is spending the night with us. They're in there watching a movie called Flush Away.
Flush away.
Never heard of it.
Don't know it.
Was it like the about the Tidy Bowl Man? What is it?
Right? Push away.
Is it a water movie?
Flush
Or is it poker?
Yeah, I don't know. My first thought was poker, but I was like, there's no fun, there's no joke in that one. Good with toilet humor. Miss Dill, thank you so much.
Good night, Miss Dale.
Good night, Miss Deal.
Night, Miss Bill.
Miss Dill
Night,
says,
Noah.
gotta go, Mogs and Stevie B and Mogies. The truth is out there, so stop being lazy and go find it.
Go find it.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Susie's gonna find it tonight.
Huh. Got my gift made already. I don't know, it's
So what
getting
if you
late.
go out and you're looking and hiking and they come in? So they're in your bread and breakfast while you're out there looking for them. They came in here.
Then they're crashed out.
Huh.
You come
I
back.
should just
and
stay
sleep in my
home.
bed.
Right?
Just stay home. Leave the
There's
lights
enough
on.
room. There's enough room in this bed for one.
Oh wow.
Huge. So I'm gonna sleep in this right on the edge.
I was gonna ask the question: a bed that big, do you sleep on one side or do you sleep in the middle?
See, me, I'd be all
Uh,
over it.
This side.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It could be a king size by myself. I'm sleeping on one side of it.
I'd be all over it. Sideways, diagonal.
Like this all.
Yeah.
Limbs everywhere.
Right.
This
Good to see you. Thanks for coming by.
this
Have a great
room has
night.
it has a clawfoot tub in the
Are
bathroom.
you kidding?
No,
That sounds wonderful.
I know. I think I'm seeing bubbles in there in the future.
Nice. So,
Bunch of bubbles.
Light a candle.
how many nights are you there for?
just tonight.
Oh, you better start running some
But-
tub work.
You know what I want to do? You know what was on the way here? Montezuma's castle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there's another area past it.
See it.
Montezuma
There's
as well.
Yes, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna do the well because I've seen the castle already.
Have you?
Mhm.
I took Stevie, Jay,
And Judy.
Fritz, Judy Wheeler. I took them all to the castle, and
Yeah.
we didn't go to the well,
No, because we were headed
but
to
the
the
well
canyon.
is cool.
So we just
Yeah.
it was
E-
the well's up there on that hill, and with
There was
me.
too much walking for Stevie. So
For me and Judy, actually. I think I was just somewhat new still in my prosthetics. I mean, I could get around real good, but it probably would have been too much for me because we were leaving there. We rode through, but we were going to Grand Canyon, so it was kind of like save our strength type. We didn't get to go.
I wonder if that well is a cenote.
I don't know. I know it's constantly at like 82 degrees or some shit like that.
Oh.
There's no fish in it. There's maybe some sort of brine shrimp or definitely leeches. But
What?
there's cliff dwellings on one side. And then on the right side, there's a path that you can go down.
Mhm.
And on the right, when you get down there, there's a cave, and it'll say "Do not enter." It's probably blocked off. But the first time I went there, it wasn't blocked off. So me and my dad went in that cave, and I went in with I had a camera and a flashlight, and you couldn't see anything. My dad heard a bat, and he was like, "I'm out." I just started clicking pictures a long time ago.
Snapping them behind you as you're running out.
Keep out. We know Susie will be in there tonight.
Rest his soul. But yeah, there's a cave there. It's a cool area there. You'll enjoy it.
I wonder if there's a structure around there.
What kind of structure?
You know, like the TP structures,
Oh, I
the
don't
ones
know.
that are
I know.
TP.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm holding the camera
Just gotta do.
like
Well,
There's this people.
part of the well drains down into the river there. So there is some there's trees and stuff around there. So there might be. I mean, it's a whole riparian area along the river. I mean, I've seen some weird things along the river in Cottonwood.
Right.
Some weird.
The
shit.
structure
He said he was going to bed.
the structure I just found today is right there on the river, right there, and it's huge. It's like nobody says anything. Like I don't know. Nobody notices
Some
these
things I
things.
knew were, I assumed were built by humans. I've taken pictures. I think I even posted a few things. But then there were some things I couldn't explain.
Yeah.
It was so tiny, like it looked like it was for an infant. It was right on the river, and the way things were, it looked like a little cage almost, built out of sticks. But it took a while because there was like the water must have come up and washed grass over it, and you could tell it was there a while. Yeah, I've seen
Could it
some
be a
weird things.
storage?
Maybe it was like to keep an infant.
That was his first impression, that
And
it was something
It was
to
some
hold
sort
a
of like
baby or
like
an
a hold
infant.
a infant. It reminded me of a crib.
A crib or like a playpen or
And it wasn't that big,
yeah.
Mike turned into a Long Island Batman.
Oh, because he says I hang out and sleep upside down like a bat.
Good night, Chris.
See ya.
Is he still in the room lurking?
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Get some sleep.
God, I wish someone would go out there with me. I don't know. I'm not really afraid. It's just I don't want to break any laws.
Oh, they're just suggestions.
That's true. There's nobody out there because you can't
Well, then
camp
you
out there right
can't
now.
break the law if nobody catches you.
I have to drive out there all the way there without my lights on. There's not enough moonlight. Is the moon even out?
No, it's not very bright tonight. I don't think.
No.
Coast the car in. It's pretty dark out there.
LIB Stevie B
Unmuted.
unmuted. She means business.
What do you mean? What's I'm confused.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, Stevie has to be muted because we're sharing a mic.
We're sitting across from each other. We share the mic. If I unmute, then there's a
Oh,
god
it's a
awful
racket.
sound. It's poor.
Yeah, feedback's a bitch.
Oh, big time.
Jeez, we still have 52 people hanging out.
Right?
I'm so glad y'all joined us. That's awesome.
That live last night, early this morning, some jerk face came in and said, "If you sew your lips together, I'll leave the room." And I'm like, "What?" It's like that's kind of a jerk face thing to say. I don't know. It was weird. They all came in pairs. First time I've experienced that.
I'd be like, well, if that's what it's going to take to get rid of you.
Right?
It's like, you know how hard it would be to put your lips underneath that foot? It's impossible.
Yeah, you have to do it by hand.
Yeah. So they watch too many scary movies. Like, go watch a scary movie. There's lots of that in there.
Yeah.
You say my mic isn't muted. It is.
Dude, we're sharing a mic, Mike.
Mike,
It's like Mike.
Mike.
Like
There's my computer. There's the microphone. There's
There's
her
mine.
computer. The computer, so we're sharing it. So
It's weird. On my side, Stevie's mic looks muted.
no,
it is. She
Yeah,
has
it
to
is.
mute her stream
I
so
have
they
to
don't
mute
echo
my
back because
computer.
they're sharing a mic.
Yeah, I have to mute my laptop mic so that we can share the mic in between us.
I
So
can't get it.
she's using my mic basically.
What you just said 3 times.
Right?
Mic.
The tree mics. Oh, how do you say it, Susie? Moik.
Moik.
Mike!
Yeah, have that Jersey. Yeah, have that Jersey Shore. Moik. Hey, Moiky.
And people down in Jersey sure don't talk like that.
I know.
Can't stand that show.
I never watched it.
I never could, just because it was a shit depiction of the Jersey
never
Shore.
tried.
I mean, I grew up on the Jersey Shore, and we called those people Bennies.
Benny's?
Bennies. It stood for like Brooklyn. It was an acronym, and yeah, we always had people had signs. Bennies go home. They were just tourists. They were Northerners, you know. They caused all the traffic. And
Fly by Stu, good night. Thanks for hanging out.
take care, Stu.
Bye.
Yeah, Mike's just in it for the long haul, isn't
Right?
he?
He said he was going to bed. I think, didn't he? Say he was going to sleep.
I think we lost WTF Mike somewhere way back there.
Yeah.
I didn't read a lot of his stuff normally on top of it.
Oh, I read it.
Did I miss anything good?
No, the last thing you read was what he wrote was about the wheelchair.
No, that's why I shut up.
Is that what it takes? I mean, is that all it takes? Oh shit! Nope, still here. He says.
Nope, I'm still here. LIB is like, I'm part dragon. I'm dragon ass.
Every morning.
Thought it was full of hot air. No. Wasn't that funny?
I know.
No.
That's
Oh,
all
well.
right. You try. Judy Wheeler, late to the show, literally.
Judy.
11:11.
Judy.
Judy.
WTF Mike says he was reading about gummy worms. I'm afraid to ask.
To use them as bait. No, somebody actually saw.
I was just thinking, no shit.
No, well, I looked up the whole thing about crappie fish and worms and whatnot, and it
Somebody
doesn't
said
matter.
gummy worms?
Yeah,
No shit.
yeah.
We have to try.
I would think they would dissolve pretty quick, but who knows?
No, I don't think so. Because the water's kind of cool. I
Yeah,
mean,
enough. I gave my dog diabetes. Not going to give the
give
fish
the
diabetes.
fish. Slow him down.
There's that giggle.
Yeah, please come back. We love your support. I want to see this great show shine like it's meant to.
Gummy worms have more bones in them than actual worms. Stuff like that.
Yeah, the gummies are for the fishermen.
Yeah. Have more bones in them. Yeah. I don't remember any bones in my last worm. No.
Where's Jane at?
Even that one alone.
Jay?
She's upstairs
Okay.
and about 3 or 4 probably other streams right now. Probably.
Oh,
I keep hearing a giggle upstairs every once in a while.
Being a socialite.
Social butterfly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
No, it's
Look, she says, I'm here.
I'd love to see people, get involved in this stuff and just like I said, get creative. It's just something. It's a new outlet. It's a new, it's been around for a long time, but for me, it's fairly new. And to see all these other people get involved in whatever genre,
Right?
it's just cool. People come up with creative shit out there. Oh!
Gelatin
I
makes
get
the
it.
Gummy. Yeah.
Because gelatin that makes the gummy is made from animal bones.
Ah,
It's
I thought it was animal fat.
dude, I can't even think of it.
pig blubber.
No,
Pig bones.
the marrow.
no, it's when you boil, like if you cook meat and you slow cook it, it's what's the word? I think it begins with
Gelatin. The jelly. Shut up, Susie.
Keep guessing, Susie. We'll hit it. We'll hit it eventually. Keep guessing.
It breaks down the what are the connective tissues in meat?
Cartilage.
Right. Fat. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Look it up.
Somebody's got to bring it up. Somebody's got to know what I'm talking about.
Tendon. The tendon.
No, I
The
can't.
meniscus.
The marrow.
Nope.
Michelle Grimmer said foam.
The longer you cook it, the more it breaks down, and the tender the meat gets.
Collagen.
Collagen.
Michael
Damn.
Haywood.
Oh,
Thank you, Michael.
then we take it and we inject it into our lips.
So you do look
I'm gonna
this.
have an ass after all.
So
Oh,
Susie
that's
can
not
put her
bad.
chapstick on.
That caused my face to twitch a little bit. That's all. Still
That's
twitching.
Botox. You need Botox.
That's what
No.
Freeze your face. That's like my favorite part in the Santa Claus of Tim Allen when he gets the, or no, it's Christmas with the Cranks when he gets the Botox before they go on vacation. He can't eat his fruit out of the cup; it keeps falling out of his mouth.
That was me with Bell's palsy not too long ago.
Yeah, that's flashbacks.
The drinks finally come squirting out. It's like,
You can't even smoke your.
No.
that's it, though. That's how it was. That's how I
kept
found
hearing
out.
it. He'd sit on the other side of the room. I keep hearing this sound. What the hell? What's he doing over there?
Angel Song, how are you? She says, I need typing lessons from Susie B.
You know what I did? I connected a tens machine to my face, and it was all going.
That's a good idea.
I was laughing.
That's actually a good
That might have
idea.
worked with Bell's palsy.
Yeah, well, that's what she was using it for. But that's good. That's a great idea because he would massage, like just kind of poke at it, and I believe that helped a lot. I think
Yeah. I was told to stop because they said it might shoot the nerves. You know,
It might damage him over time.
Yeah.
the nerve that you're hitting, it would be the one that goes to your brain. I'd imagine that's not a good thing if you hit it directly.
Well, imagine if something-
It was all strong as all.
If you artificially stimulate it, then maybe your brain won't know how to stimulate it in the future.
What was that?
I was trying to fix it in one day. It's all
Surgery's 5-minute plastic surgery.
Results may vary.
Not legal in all states. Can't cause cancer in California.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah.
No. Mm.
Wow.
WTF, Mike.
You got a turkey injector and gelatin, or is that supposed to be collagen? Collagen.
Or gelatin.
Oh, that could, yeah.
Probably gelatin.
I need some loving tonight.
I mean, you got a turkey injector and gelatin. The wife needs some loving tonight.
Ah,
Ooh.
Not going there. Going there.
Leaving that one alone.
All we need is that elevator music.
I'm hearing the theme from Jeopardy all of a sudden.
Yeah, right.
bow chicka bow wow.
What is Mike saying? Whale on the subscribe button, or Sasquatch will whale on your windows. Make the right choice. I don't know if I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
People subscribing under threat of violence.
Hey, we'll take the subs any way we can get them. We'll take the
Yeah, fuck it. Hey, a
Hit it at your
Sasquatch
own
beat your
risk.
ass. I'm
Have a
sorry.
little warning up there. Hit it at your own risk.
Well, we are at the 2-hour mark
Are we?
already.
Well,
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, I should probably go on for another 15 more minutes. I was a little late.
A little bit.
So I'm going to do probably another fireside chat tomorrow night.
All right. What time?
As soon as it gets dark, right before dark. Well, at my place, so 6:30 Central. Is it
Around
on Mountain Time?
over here.
LIB Mike says if it works, it works. under threat. You know.
There's not that much math involved.
We'll have our. We'll
I'm
have
not
our
good at
live chat on
I can
at
do
11
multiplications, but nothing
11 our
else.
time.
I always said numbers and me are not friends. Not at all.
No, I
Unless they have
got
a calculator.
a weird relationship with numbers.
He does. Very much so.
That's good. I envy people like that.
Right? I think
Oh, I'm
that's
not a
cool.
mathematician, but you know.
No, he sees connections and numbers and rhythms and patterns and yeah. Kind of
That's awesome.
Just kidding. No, it is. It's cool to watch.
Are you writing on your windows too with your markers all over the room?
I'm not trying to solve any equations.
So you end up like being the character in the knowing.
But if you look on the bathroom wall, I
Right.
found Bigfoot. No.
Oh.
No.
There's an equation for that.
Uh-oh. WTF Mike said I just found Susie B's channel.
I'll be
I'll be there.
Not responsible.
Uh-oh.
All right. Fun times at Susie's.
Welcome to my. No, we love when Mike's around.
Indeed.
I'm going to take some pine cones from here too. I found some beautiful light brown pine cones today
Nice. There's some big ones up there.
for the crackling effect, you know, when,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fire.
when you burn them.
If you take a bundle of copper wire and you throw it in a fire, it'll change the fire will change all different colors to greens and blues and really more greens.
I had some of that stuff. It's in bags. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you
we
for
got-
reminding me.
We got that too. We bought that for our campfire, all those little bags that turn off. We had pine cones when we were kids that were coated when we throw them in the fireplace.
Right on.
I got a bunch of copper mesh. Will that work?
Copper's copper. I mean,
Yeah.
You just said you had the bags with the colors in them. Why would you want to waste good copper?
Because I'm not using it.
yeah.
Use it for something. Might as well. Why not the fire, right?
No, most people friggin' get copper and they'll go to the metal
Sell
store
it.
and hawk it. Yeah. Mike says, please don't say you're going to decorate your tree with its own dead children. Pine cones.
Oh,
No, it's for the
They're
fire.
only seeds, Mike.
Yeah.
yeah. We're not going to decorate. We're just going to burn them.
For the crackling effect.
Screaming. Sorry.
It's not like there's going to be little seedlings hanging off the branches.
That's like when we were burning all the
Hey,
sticks and brush that we had saved over the year, to get rid of it. And then you walk away and you hear those wet ones that just start screaming and whistling. Like, oh, it was still alive. We burned it.
It's still green.
It was screaming because we were killing it.
Oh, sounds horrible when you say it like that.
I know.
No, because it
Okay.
brought me back to my childhood when I used to crab a lot and catch crabs and cook them and
Drop
drop
'em
them
in
into
the pot.
yeah.
And you hear,
So supposedly they'd scream. I've never heard them scream. So
yeah, I've heard it. I don't think they're screaming. I think
no,
it's
it's
the water.
boiling point of I don't know. This is just,
Pressure, cooking.
The shell or something.
no, I would torture them.
You'd
I
like
would
to
just,
think of it
I
that
would
way
hold 'em,
rather
just
than
dip like one or
screaming
two
'cause
legs in, and they'll drop their legs. They'll just kick them right off.
It does sound like they're screaming.
The animal activist probably made that up so he'd feel bad.
Yeah, right. Catch and release.
Yeah, I don't think
Screw you. I mean,
right.
Too late. I've got my butter ready to go, and
Okay.
my bib on. Got my lobster bib on. I'm ready.
Old Bay and butter.
All right. Well, I'm just glancing through chat real quick. But we are going to get out of here. I'm going to let the dog out and start that whole thing over again. But I love her. She's a good dog.
She is.
I just can't. It's terrible, but I kind of giggle because I could see her trying to find her way around the neighborhood, just walking into shit.
Well,
She's
when I
blind.
was out looking for her, I was thinking in terms of she probably followed whatever light she could see. So
Wow.
that's what took me in the direction I went. I got over that street and saw that couple and started talking to people.
WTF Mike says, Stevie B, as I get older, I remember all the people I lost along the way. Maybe my budding career as a tour guide was not the right choice.
Probably not. Probably not.
Name.
On that note, thank you guys, everybody that came out tonight to hang out. Mike, LIB, thank you so much for bringing your crew over. He's just dying to get me over 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Woo!
I should have been there a long time ago. I just don't bother with it. No, but it's like the last time he came in and he got me like 30 subscribers, and I was still like 25 away from 2,000. And then it was 26, 27, 28 away because I don't know where they go. It's like they come on, they're like, they subscribe, and then they disappear.
I think YouTube screws with people's occasionally.
So yeah, that's Mike's personal mission, is to get me over 2,000.
Yes. We can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Mike says I'm better in person. Some jokes don't translate to text as well.
Thank you, Lulu. Good to see you.
My
Hi, Lulu.
pleasure. All right, guys. Midwest, thank you
All
so
right.
much. Good luck with hitting 600. I know you're right around the corner from that.
Yeah, we're like 4 or 5 away from 600, on our way to
You probably hit it already.
Yeah,
1K,
so
hopefully. I don't
probably
know.
there
We'll
already.
see how it goes.
Speaking of 600, I do want to say congratulations to Leslie over at
Yes.
Cryptids Canada. She just did her, now she's on like 602, but she just hit that 600 mark where she has 600 shows out.
Wow.
Congratulations, Leslie. Leslie, that's awesome.
If y'all like good stories of Bigfoot, cryptid, you know,
Mostly Bigfoot narrations. Go check her out.
yes. She's at Cryptids Canada.
And check out everybody here. It seems everybody has a channel these days. So, you know,
Right.
Susie's going to have a fireside chat hopefully tomorrow night. Keep your eyes open for Midwest. He's always putting new stuff out. It's very ambitious.
Chiro Sound.
We'll have our live chat tomorrow night after Susie. Will be 11 p.m. Central our time. We'll just have a chat just like this where everybody comes in and bullshits and has fun.
Right on.
The Night Owl.
Mhm.
Looking forward to it. All right, guys.
WTF, Mike. Good night.
I'm going to throw you
Okay,
guys
good
backstage.
night.
If you want to hang out. But Susie, we'll talk to you soon.
Good night, Susie. Be
Okay.
safe over there.
Midwest. Thank you.
Good night.
We'll see you guys soon. Guys, another night in the books. Another show done.
What's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday. We will be back on Thursday. Thank you,
Indeed.
everybody, the new people that showed up with Mike. It's good to see you. I hope you guys had fun. This is what we do. We just hang out. It's nothing serious. We do have our serious moments when we need to.
And thank you, everybody, for waiting because I know we were late.
Sorry about that.
That was very cool that there were so many people here.
Yeah, I
Oh
was
my
surprised
God.
to see that many when I got here. I was like, oh, shit.
That was very cool.
Didn't mean to keep everybody waiting, but it's
Right.
Lucy's fault.
Yes.
Or mine for leaving the door open.
Yes.
Again, if you enjoyed the show, please hit that like button below. If you're new, subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification button so you get notified every time we go live or I put out shorts or whatever. And hope to see you at the next one. You know, we're here twice a week.
Good night, everybody.
Have an amazing night. Peace and God bless. Oh, and hit those, leave some comments too.
Yes.
Bye.